Hello, Përshëndetje, welcome in this new Albanian lesson. In today's class, we will focus together on learning some very important Albanian letters. Remember that the Albanian alphabet in total has 36 letters, but some of these letters are very similar to each other in the way they are pronounced. So today we will look carefully at these letters and the difference between them. Without further ado, let's start with the lesson. Now, the first two letters that we are going to see carefully together today is going to be letter C with the tail and letter Q. Now, remember that these two letters in Albanian are very similar in the way they are pronounced. So let's see carefully first of all letter C with the tail. The letter C with the tail in Albanian you're going to pronounce it as ch. Ch. Like the word church or chocolate. Ch. Ch. And we have here an example in Albanian would be the verb chai. Chai, which means to cry. But also chocolat. Chocolat, which means chocolate. Or cheles. Cheles, which means key. On the other hand, we have the Q. Now, if you are a beginner, you're gonna tell me now, Claudio, these two letters are the same. They sound the same to me, but trust me, they don't. So, letter Q, in Albanian, you're gonna pronounce it ch. 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 So, let's do it together. So, the C with the tail is ch, ch, and then the Q, ch, ch. They are not the same. I know you might think, but they are the same. They are not. Especially if you are a beginner, they might sound the same to you, but trust me, they are not. The more Albanian you are going to learn, the more you are going to notice the difference. You can also see the way I move my mouth. So when I pronounce the C with the tail, I say ch, ch. So the sound is somewhere here in between my teeth. Ch, ch. And then when you say ch, ch, so the Q, ch, ch, the sound is somewhere here in the middle of your throat. So once again, ch, ch, and ch, ch, for letter Q. And then the next two letters are going to be letter E in Albanian and then letter E with two dots. Remember that in the Albanian language we also have an E with two dots. So the E, the normal E, in Albanian you're going to pronounce it E. E. It's very simple. E. E. Like the word elephant, elephant, which means elephant. On the other hand, the E with two dots is pronounced this way. Like the word about, about. So, A word in Albanian with this letter would be under, under, which means dream. So once again, E, the normal E, E in Albanian, and then the E with two dots, So E and E. And then the next two letters are going to be D plus H and T plus H. So the D plus H in Albanian you're going to pronounce it this way. The. The tongue goes in between your teeth. The. And then T plus H is gonna be th. So once again, the for D plus H, the, and then T plus H, th. Remember that the D plus H vibrates the vocal cords. The. Meanwhile, the th does not do that. Th. And then the next two letters, which we are going to cover today, are going to be letter L and double L. Remember that in the Albanian alphabet, we also have a double L. So the single L is very soft. L. Like the word lum. Lum, which means a river in Albanian. On the other hand, this is how you're going to pronounce the double L. L. Like the word lamb, which means lamp in Albanian. Lamb. So once again, single L, 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 and then double L, 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 L. Then we have letter X, and many English speakers do confuse this letter because sometimes, or most of the times, they tend to pronounce it very, very close to the way the letter is pronounced in English. So keep in mind that the X is not pronounced as X in Albanian, but we pronounce it this way. Z, Z, Z. For example, we have the verb lexoj, lexoj in Albanian, which means to read. Now, most of my students, but also people that try to learn Albanian, sometimes they try to read this verb this way, leksoj, leksoj, which is a big mistake because we don't pronounce it that way. From leksoj, you need to pronounce it lexoj, 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 because letter X in Albanian is pronounced as z, z. And then two other letters which are very, very similar with each other are going to be letter G plus J and X plus H. So G plus J, in Albanian you're going to pronounce it this way. J, J, J. Like the word gjum, gjum, which means sleep in Albanian. So G plus J, J, J. On the other hand, X plus H, this one you're going to pronounce it this way. J, 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 J. Like the word jam, jam in Albanian, which means glass. So once again, J, J for G plus J, and then J, J, J for X plus H. And then cherry on top of the cake are going to be my last two letters for this lesson, but also my favorite ones, and also the favorite of most of my students. The letter R and double R, because these ones are a pain in your brain sometimes to try to learn and pronounce them. So keep in mind, the single R is very, very, very soft. It's so soft. You're going to pronounce it this way. R, R, R. It's very soft. Just R, R. On the other hand, the double R is very strong. So from R, R, which is the single R, the double R, you're going to pronounce it this way. R, R, R. Like the word rug, rug in Albanian, which means road or street. Rug, rug. So once again, single R, 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 and then double R, 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 R. So these were some similar letters in the Albanian alphabet. I hope the lesson was useful and now you know how to pronounce these letters and how to distinguish the difference between them. Thank you for watching and see you in the next lesson. Faleminderit dhe miropafshim. Goodbye.